All right, LeBron with the same answer every time he's asked this question, at least at this point in the season. But Wendy, I'll start with you. Is the NBA ready for life without LeBron James?
Of course they are. He hasn't gone to the finals the last 5 times. Went through a period where he went to 10 finals over 13 years. The NBA was LeBron. He went to the finals 8 straight years. Wherever LeBron went was the center of the NBA. That hasn't been true for a while now.
LeBron James continues to show up for practice, still putting on the jersey and carrying on as if all the speculation about his future doesn't concern him. At the same time, figures like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, along with the entire Los Angeles Lakers organization, seem to have already shifted their focus. The branding has changed, internal discussions have evolved, and one particular name.
LeBron, I guess I should ask, do you still have the same uncertainty about next year? Do you have an inkling of what you want to do?
Yeah, I want to live. When I know, you guys will know. I don't know. I have no idea. I just want to live, that's all.
Be honest.
Keeps dominating conversations about the franchise's future over the next decade. So honestly, do you think LeBron should have stepped away by now, or does he still bring genuine value to the Lakers this season? Share your thoughts. Let's begin with the All-Star Voting, because that's where public opinion became obvious. Early in 2026, fan votes for the NBA All-Star Game showed Luka Doncic leading with 5.2 million votes, while LeBron managed just over 1 million.
NBA All-Star reserve list is out or whatever. Kawhi Leonard somehow, some way, is not going to be in the All-Star Game, which is just mind-boggling. And, of course, people are making the comparison that his numbers are way better than LeBron's. He's played in more games than LeBron, all those things. It's his home arena, the Intuit Dome, and somehow in Los Angeles. Don't forget, Kawhi is from Los Angeles, too.
Mm-hmm. Riverside, to be exact.
Exactly, right? And he's not going to.
But the most revealing part wasn't the difference. It was how people reacted to it. No one seemed shocked. Sports shows didn't treat it as breaking news, and analysts didn't feel the need to explain it. People simply accepted it and moved on, because this shift had been building for a while. The voting just confirmed what many already believed. Everyone, it seems, except LeBron. While former legends voiced their perspectives and the front office quietly started building around a 26-year-old Slovenian star, LeBron, now 41, kept going about his routine as if none of it applied to him.
All right, we have one more selection. It is the very last one. I'm covering it up, but if you guys get this wrong, okay, I'll
come on. I'm about to say LeBron James. Come on. We're not. Come on. LeBron is.
He ain't fooling nobody.
He ain't fooling nobody. What is this? 23? Oh my goodness.
22nd consecutive NBA All-Star.
Wow. That kind of confidence can be seen as impressive or completely out of touch. Judging by this season's numbers, it's starting to look more like the latter. And this is what things actually look like on the court right now. By January 2026, LeBron James is putting up roughly 24 points per game. His shooting efficiency is around 48%, slightly below his career mark of about 50%. He's also averaging close to 6 to 8 assists and 4 rebounds per game. For someone at 41, those stats are undeniably impressive in a historical sense. But LeBron has never framed his career as just a historical note. He's spent nearly 2 decades building a case as the best player in the game. And production like 22 points on 48% shooting paired with declining playmaking no longer supports that level of conversation. Then there's his long-standing scoring streak. For years, LeBron had gone 297 regular season games scoring at least 10 points, a run he often referenced as proof of his durability and consistency, and a key reason supporters argued he was still relevant at an age when most players have already transitioned to media roles. That streak finally came to an end this season in December against the Toronto Raptors, where he finished with just 8 points. The Los Angeles Lakers still won 123-120, which is the most telling part. They didn't need him to hit double digits to secure the victory. That detail highlights a bigger picture. The team is still functioning well without him at his peak. In fact, the numbers suggest they may even be performing better. When LeBron missed the first 14 games of the 2025-26 season due to back issues, the Lakers went 10-4. During that stretch, Luka Doncic averaged 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists, posting an efficiency rate near 27.5 in a box plus/minus of 29.3. The team's net rating without LeBron on the court was +1. Once LeBron returned, that net rating dropped to 2.5. In other words, the team shifted from a positive to a negative impact when their supposed franchise centerpiece came back. That's not random. It's a meaningful data point, and one the Lakers front office is undoubtedly considering in ongoing internal discussions. The team often looked disorganized on offense with too many wasted and unstructured possessions. When even your own head coach openly points that out in front of the media, it signals a serious shift. What was once considered veteran leadership is now starting to resemble an offensive weakness.
That was, priority number one for me. Role clarity. I think since we've gotten Braun back, we haven't been as organized offensively. Too many random possessions. So, that's on me. So it's those three things, defensive clarity, role clarity, and offensive organization.
For years, LeBron's supporters argued that he would never reach this stage, but now it's hard to deny that he has. Now, shifting focus to Luka, the difference between the two isn't exaggerated. It's clearly visible on the court. In one January matchup against the Pelicans, Luka delivered 32 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds. Just 2 games later against Memphis, he followed that up with 28 points, 10 assists, and 12 rebounds. But beyond the numbers, the real impact showed in how his teammates performed. Austin Reeves began taking and making shots he usually wouldn't attempt, largely because Luka's presence created more space and opportunities. Rui Hachimura played with greater aggression, cutting sharper and finishing more efficiently. Role players in general were exceeding their usual limits because Luka was setting them up in situations where the hardest part of the play was already done before they even touched the ball. That's more than just solid basketball. It's a form of leadership that elevates everyone around you. And Luka was doing all of this at just 26 years old in his first full season leading a Lakers team that had long been built around a completely different style of play. The gap becomes even clearer in clutch situations. In the final 5 minutes of close games, Luka's true shooting percentage is around 61%, while LeBron sits closer to 52%. At the NBA level, that difference is massive. A perfect example came in a January 10 game against Memphis. With the Lakers trailing by 2 and under 5 minutes remaining, Luka went 7-for-9 from the field, including a crucial step-back three-pointer that effectively secured the win. In contrast, during a similar late-game scenario against Phoenix earlier in the season, LeBron did hit a late jumper, but the team's overall performance in that stretch suffered, ending with a negative net rating while he was on the floor. NBA legends have also been observing these developments, and unlike the media, they've been more direct with their opinions. While some acknowledge LeBron's greatness and his place among the best, they also emphasize that comparisons across eras are inevitable and not always favorable. Michael Jordan, for example, made a striking comment suggesting that retirement has been calling LeBron, but he hasn't responded. It's a simple but powerful statement, especially coming from someone who rarely speaks without intent. Interestingly, Jordan has shown noticeably warmer interactions with Luka in public, including a moment where he embraced him in a way that reflected genuine admiration, something fans previously associated with his bond with Kobe Bryant.
Is he playing? I didn't know. No, I just think that, we play in different eras. He's an unbelievable player. Yeah, he's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world. I know it's a natural tendency to compare eras to eras, and it's going to continue to happen. I'm a fan of his. I love watching him play. But it's, as you can see, our league is starting to expand on very talented players. And, I think he's made his mark. He will continue to do so over a period of time. But when you start the comparisons, I think it is what it is.
At times, it feels less like a seamless partnership and more like two leaders trying to establish their roles. Reports from insiders hint that LeBron isn't used to sharing control. While Luka's confidence naturally places him in a leadership position, LeBron's motivation, however, is easy to understand. He's still chasing another championship, aiming to strengthen his legacy and enter deeper conversations alongside players like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant when it comes to total rings. Jordan's 6 championships remain a benchmark, and LeBron is fully aware of what that number represents. But the challenge is undeniable. At 41, with declining physical abilities and recurring injuries, continuing that pursuit becomes increasingly difficult. At some point, it stops being about building legacy and starts becoming a struggle against time itself. there's also the Bronny factor. For years, LeBron expressed his dream of playing in the NBA alongside his son, and that goal influenced team decisions. The Lakers adjusted their roster to make that moment possible, and it happened. Bronny James is now part of the team. However, fulfilling that vision came with trade-offs. It affected roster flexibility, financial planning, and possibly delayed the team's full transition into a Luka-centered system. Those decisions, while meaningful on a personal level, have had real basketball consequences. Through all of this, Luka has handled the situation with maturity. During stretches when LeBron was absent due to injury, Luka stayed focused on winning. His approach was simple: next man up, do whatever it takes, and keep the team moving forward. No distractions, no politics, just pure commitment to the game. That combination of elite performance and strong character is rare, especially at his age. It's the kind of presence that naturally earns respect from teammates, coaches, and even legends of the game. When you look at everything, the praise from icons, the front office decisions, the marketing direction, and the on-court results, it all points to the same conclusion. The league has already started transitioning. Fans recognized it early, legends confirmed it, and the organization is acting on it. The only uncertainty is LeBron himself. Until he decides to step away, the Lakers are stuck balancing two timelines, their past and their future coexisting in the same space. And that tension shows up everywhere, from game performance to subtle moments caught on camera. At some point, the gap between perception and reality becomes impossible to ignore. And right now, that gap is wider than ever. If you made it this far, drop your thoughts in the comments. Who should the Lakers truly build around? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next breakdown.